Magandang hapon mga kaibigan, at nais ko pong ibahagi sa inyo ang homily ni Reverend Father Joel Say Baylon kahapon sa kanyang misa doon sa pagbubukas ng Yuletide activities dito sa Bicol University. I hope that you will listen. It is a 15-minute long homily, and he explained very well the mystery of the Immaculate Conception, the biblical foundation of this faith and belief in the church. So anyway, don't forget to like my video, and at the same time also subscribe. And if possible, please open this video in the YouTube, and from there subscribe and like my video. So thank you very much and enjoy watching.
Sow leaves and cover themselves. And God, when He would oftentimes walk in the cool of the afternoon with Adam and Eve, or pasyal naman sa mga yun na hindi nagilibo niya para sa ila. But He did not find the two. And so He said, "Where are you?" Kamu po na mga magurang, ipin yan sa mga importanteng kahapotan nito sa inyong mga aki, lalong-lalo na kung sultero o daraga na hain ka. Kung mataga ng banggi na day panagulig, hain ka. Igwa makauna, mapangudto na, dahil pasinini, hain ka. So sinunoy for that matter. Iyuman kita sa itong mga barkada, nagururon kitang mamit sa SM, dahil pasinda. So, ma-text kita, where na you? Where are you? The question, where are you, is a natural question that we often ask one another, our loved ones especially, because we want them always to be within our consciousness, our awareness, our presence. Dahil kunyaon sila sa atubangan ta, kung nahiling ta sa itong mga pamahal sa buhay, ikaw kita ng sense of security. We are at peace because they are within our sight. Aram niya to kung saan sila. And this is also precisely the reason why God asked Adam and Eve, as He also asks us constantly until now. The reason why I said the reason why this is asked is because it gives us security with regard to our loved ones. But sabi nga ninin sa manunong na tao, dahil kan kasalan, pinutol kan tao sa relationship niya sa mahal na Diyos. Nakipagtipan ang Diyos sa tao, tinauan niya sinda ng buhay. And the very first covenant that God made with us was when He created us. There was no reason for us to be created. We did not deserve to be created. We did not ask to be created. Dahil pamakita kayo naman in the first place. Dahil kita makahagad. Maski si Adam, maski si Eva. It was out of God's goodness that God created us. And He made that covenant, that act of creation, giving Himself a responsibility to take care of man and woman. And for that matter, sa kita gabos. Kaya lang, natintaran nga si Adam na si Eva, kinaon nila itong bako itong pinagbabawal na bunga. It was merely a symbol that they should be part of God. They should never turn away from God and make decisions away from God. But that was exactly what the devil said. Si Satan nagsabi na bawal yan, kauno niyan. Paano pag kinaon ninyo yan, magiging mga Diyos man kamo, maaraman ninyo kung ano ang tama asin sala. Tama sa demonyo. Takan kinaon niya yan na sindi Eva subawal na bunga, nahiling na nila kung ano so tama, kung ano ang sala. Sala so ginibo nila, kaya David, all of a sudden they were naked. So they hid themselves. They hid themselves from the sight of God. God, always wants us to be there in front of Him. Not so that hindi kita magkasala, kundi kaugmahan niya na nahihiling kita. Kita ng mga linalang niya. Sabi nga po, when we sin, we made God lonely and we made ourselves homeless. Nawarak na kita sa harong ng Diyos. Duman sa puso na kung saan kita nabubuhay sa puso niya. That is why God will constantly seek for us, and until now, He will be asking this of us. Where do you stand before God? When God asks you, where are you? will you be able to say, "Here I am"? Or will we also say, "Sorry Lord, I'm naked, kaya nagsusubog ako sa iyo"? And that is precisely why God asks the second question. Who told you that you are naked? Who told you that you are naked? As far as I am concerned, and when you have not committed sin, you were enjoying yourselves in this garden, and you were not covered with leaves, and you did not feel naked. Sa harong, kung ikaw salit na akit dyan na nagbarubasaw, ubak siya, hindi naman ang piglalabutan. Ngunya, si Sayan mga volunteer na maglako dito ubak. Tasan ka mo? Ako sana? Hindi nalagod. Natatadain kita, makalako dito ubak. Natatadain, nasusupo kita dahil lumaan sa tuyang an-anbista, may loob, may pakni. Bako yan ang dahilan. Kundi may mali siya na kita. And this is what sin brings to our hearts. Malis. Kaya pag nakahiling ka ng sarungan mo dyan, kaya man yan, aki. May mali siya ka. Unless your mind is really corrupted, and that is precisely why we also have to protect our children from strangers and those who have malicious minds. But we don't care. They can run around the house naked. But precisely because we have allowed sin to come in, there is malice now. But for God, whether we are naked or not, we are clothed. What are we clothed with? We are clothed with His righteousness, with His love, with His truth, with His life. Iyon ang nagpapatos sa to. Kung patos kita ng katanusan ng Diyos, pakugin mo ba? Sin takes away that righteousness, that clothing, and that is why we cover ourselves. Now, when we feel naked, what do we do to cover ourselves? We cover ourselves with money. We cover ourselves with power. We cover ourselves with sex, with people around us, in order to cover our nakedness. That is why God calls us back to Him. Come back to me. The third question before God asks that, si Adan paano nagsabi? Kaya sabi, "Oh, told me that you're naked." Kinaon mo sa bawal na bunga, no? Sabi kang kaburangan. Ini paano niyang babae ni tinawos ako? Pinakaon ako. And so God turns to Eve and said, "Why did you do such a thing?" Kung di pa digdining ayam na luminaog digdi, duminalagan kung ano digdi so naraot na pasa. Nata, haputon mo so ayam, bantay. Nata ta pinasa mo ini florirang ini. Ang hahaputon mo, so nagbabantay, ibantay. Hoy, Jose, muli yung ayaw na ini, sabi ko na sa imong ikulong, hindi nga ito pinasa, pinabayaan mong magdulag. Ang bigahapot, so tawo, bakuso hayo. As in about the fact, God did not ask the serpent, why did you give that bawal na prutas kay Eva? Simply God told the serpent, because you have done this. Dahil yung bigahapot, only God, only man is capable of responding to the question why. Because we have been given the freedom to be responsible for our actions. And that is a gift that is second only to life itself. After life, the most beautiful gift that God gave us is freedom. And it is so great a gift that we can even turn away from God, which is exactly what Adam and Eve did. The freedom to say no. But when you say no to God, you must be responsible for the act. And this is what we tell people. Nagkasala ka, maging responsable ka sa ginibo mo. Kasalan. Maray ang ginibo mo, be proud. Say mo yan, trinabawawan mo yan. Responsibilidad mo yan. Kaugmahan mo yan. Orgulyo o kondinasyon. And this is the third question that God asks Adam and Eve. Why did you do such a thing? And He will constantly ask us the same three questions. Where are you? He wants always to see us. When we are lost, we are homeless, and we make God lonely. Who told you that you are naked? As far as I am concerned, you are not naked because I clothe you with righteousness, with justice, with love, and with my life. It is only when we sin that we become naked once again before God and before men. And thirdly, why did you do such a thing? He will always ask us to be responsible. He gave us freedom. And then yan sabi, ay pasensya na, tao talaga yan. Ako'y tao lamang. Yan, sabi tayo. We always justify ourselves dahil maluya ko, patal ako, sapagkat ako'y tao lamang. Bako, sabi ng kagurangan, tinawan ko kamo ng regalo ng kakalingkasan. Panindugan ninyo yan. Ba't ninulit na di itanganin kaya ining panindugan? Kundi kita pinabalik ninyo sa iyang buhay. Sagot mo niya, naglalako kita sa diplom, and the only destiny that we have would be death, darkness, and death. But because God promised, duman mismo sa tubahan kan serpent, that He would not abandon us. When He said, I will put enmity between you and the woman, between your offspring and hers. Ini nautob sa persona ni Santa Maria. And Mary was the one who would recover that condemnation that God heard from Adam and Eve with her response to the angel. Itong tulong kahaputan na ito kan Diyos, sisimbago ni Santa Maria sa halimpot na tataramon. Where are you? And Mary said, Behold, here I am. Who told you that you are naked? I am the handmaid of the Lord. If you say that I am naked, I am naked. If you say that I am clothed with your righteousness, I am clothed with your righteousness. Because I am the handmaid of the Lord. Nasa kamot ako ning kamuranan. Said, why did you do such a thing? What thing? Let it be done to me according to your word. Kung ano ang sasabihin mo kaguranan, uutubon ko sa imong ngaran. So with that answer of Mary, man's redemption began to happen. She became the mother of the Savior. And this is what we celebrate this evening. But it is a celebration na ba ko lang kay Mary, kundi siya sa kuya man. Takita gabos ko makikinabang kayo ng yes ni Mary. Kung siring kita man, inahaga ni Diyos, kan sa kuyang yes man siya sa iya. For we have turned away from Him. We have sinned. We have forgotten Him. We have cut our covenant with the Lord in so many ways. But God has always been one who believed in us, that we could come back and turn away from sin and be part of this family again. May Mary help us to be faithful also in our own little ways. We are not like Mary, because the feast that we are celebrating today declares that Mary was conceived without original sin. Takula po halawig na debate ini sa simbahan kung tunay mananggad na daing digta si Santa Maria. Until in 1854 lang, dineclare kan simbahan ining dogmang ining katukduan na di pwedeng pasiparahon in si Isayman na si Santa Maria ipinangaki na daing digta ng kasalan. Ang simpleng rason man sa kan simbahan araw kayo ni. Ang madatong sa kinaban, malinig na aki kan Diyos. Pure, daing dikta, ningulita siya Diyos. Saan mo yan ikakaag sa pagdatong niya dito? Sarong plurerang maati, sarong plurerang pasa. He must also come in a beautiful vessel, worthy of who He is. And that vessel would be Mary. Pure, immaculate, free from sin. And this is why we call her the Immaculate Conception. We are not like that, unfortunately. From the very time we were born, igual na kita ning digta ning kasalan. Ito po pag-apunta sa tong theology na original sin. May digta na kita. Pero hinahali ini kan bunyag, huli kay Kristo, at sa tuyang buhay na matanos, buhay ning paglingkod, buhay ning kabanalan, nagdadanay mong kitang harayo sa digta ng kasalan. Tabangan lugod po kita ni Santa Maria, so that we too, as we were destined from the very beginning, as the second reading tells us, St. Paul tells to his community of the Ephesians, God has destined us from the very beginning to be holy and blameless in His sight. and now that is being recovered and given back to us. May we be worthy of this gift through Mary, through her intercessions and help.